Hello, I want you to close your eyes for a second and imagine a utopia. A beautiful utopia on an island where you're there with a bunch of like-minded people and the weather's good and you're feeling very peaceful. Now I want you to throw that away. Throw that away and forget about it because today we're talking about NFT Island. This video is a merger between two Evil Pinely videos. We have the NFT, the cringe NFT restaurant, and then we have the Reddit Island, and then this is the child of those two topics. So yeah, this is part of my series, the NFT Graveyard. The series where I go about all the different attempts that people have had to figure out, what can I even do with NFT? Does have an actual use? Anyways, in 2022, a lot of these stories take place in 2022, but in 2022, rumblings were happening. People were like, maybe this is one of the things we can do with an NFT, which was to build a city. The plan was to turn a remote, overgrown Pacific island into a private city built entirely on cryptocurrency. Let's keep going and try to figure out why cryptocurrency. Like, why? Why does this make the island better? Oh, okay. I guess we have the answer already. So the plan was this. People won't get traditional land deeds. They won't get a boring old piece of trash paper. But instead, they could get an NFT. There are 2,100 available for the land plots. So instead of getting some boring piece of paper, they can get a token that highly fluctuates. Instead of just getting a boring old letter that says, I own this, you can get a f***ing casino, but one that doesn't necessarily make money. And again, the idea was to try and tie NFT to something tangible in a sense. And what's more tangible than a house? You can touch a house. So this is where the island was going to be. Let's look. It's on the east of Vanuatu, which is like a country that is east to Australia. So this is Vanuatu, and this, can you see it? Can you see this tiny speck? That's Satoshi Island, which was to become, I guess, NFT Island, according to this plan. So here we are. We're gonna go to their website. We're on the Wayback Machine because the website's been taken down. And here we can get a vision of the future. Watch the video. Can I? Will it load? I don't think. I don't think it will. Oh no. No, I'm stuck. Okay, let's keep scrolling. And then we have, okay, welcome to Satoshi Island. Watch the video, not falling for this. A real world crypto paradise. This website's weird. I gotta keep scrolling for stuff to show up. I guess it's an interesting UI design. I shouldn't knock it so quickly. Located on a tropical island. Let's keep scrolling. Fly direct from all these different places. Let's keep scrolling. This is Vanuatu, a country. You know what, the whole scrolling thing is kind of growing on me. I feel like I control time. Look at me, controlling time. This is Satoshi Island, a real-life private island. Usually islands are in real life. This is the only industry where you need to clarify that the island is real. That it exists. Let's keep scrolling. Dedicated to the crypto community. So this is the layout. Wow. They would have the Bitcoin logo in the middle. Turn your crypto into a physical asset with Satoshi Island NFTs. So this is the designs of the homes. Why does it have to be crypto though? It seems also forced. So they build these boxes. Have you ever wanted to live in a big tube? Just a big rectangle. Copy paste rectangle. Again and again and again. How does plumbing work? Modules are built offsite, then shipped to the island ready for assembly. It seems like a plug and play situation with the homes. How many NFTs are they even getting that they can like build a whole island and like plumbing and all that stuff? This item was apparently made for the crypto community because no other person would be dumb enough to do this. Satoshi Island is poised to become the crypto capital of the world. How many locations have been dubbed as the crypto capital of the world? Apparently America is the crypto capital of the world. Miami is the crypto capital of the world. India is the crypto capital of the world. I just keep reading articles that are like, this is the crypto capital of the world. Crypto capital of the planet now. But it's actually Satoshi Island. Intended to bring together thousands of crypto professionals and enthusiasts worldwide. Besides like the cultish elements of it, now most people who invest in NFTs, who invest crypto, isn't their goal to do that because like they want to make a lot of money and live maybe a version of their current life as comfortably as possible. I cannot see how this gives you that. You're quite disconnected from your current life, your current whatever, and now you gotta live in an island that was just built. Just seems like, Apparently it's in a crypto-friendly jurisdiction, which is awesome. It's gonna be sustainable. Famously, NFTs are very tied to sustainability and, green energy and whatever. So all the energy on the island will be self-generated, which is awesome. And best of all, you could visit it in the metaverse. Oh, the metaverse. Is that still knocking about? Is the metaverse still, keep it at it? Does it still exist? It seems like barely. It's just all of these things, they were so forced. And everyone's like, the metaverse is real. What is it? The metaverse just looks like VR chat, but you get less character customization. You can't walk around being like SpongeBob with a big dick or something. You can't do that. SpongeBob with a big hog swinging about like an old-timey clock. You can't do that in the metaverse. But at least you can visit NFT Island. And yeah, it was due to open in Q4 of 2022. So pretty fast movement on this thing that was definitely going to happen. Planned for Q4 2022, the borders will be open to holders of citizenship NFTs wishing to visit short term. Oh, if you bought an NFT to have a citizenship. That's how they call it, a citizenship NFT. But they're just saying that borders will be opened. It doesn't seem like anything was real yet. I want to see what the general vibe about this was.
G'day fam, it is of course Crypto Jono here, coming to you direct from Satoshi Island.
So
this is definitely not a green screen, and I'm definitely there.
An actual island.
Okay, I don't know what that video was.
We have our own island. It's Satoshi Island.
It's the guy trying to convince another guy. There's no governance on it. Well, why? What do you plan on doing? What do you tax stuff? I guess.
There's no governance on it. It's up to us, and it's already been.
This guy seems really convinced. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's no governance. It's up to us. If they're saying it's up to us, that means that you're the government. The government is just a different set of people. And you guys know each other a bit more. But what does it's up to us mean on a literal level? Let's see. This guy seems convinced.
It's been aligned with the country of Vanuatu. So they have said, yeah, as long as you're good to the land, we're happy. And so we're...
Me when I'm about to say no. His brain is there's currently a wheel going inside his head trying to come up with the best way to say no.
We don't have any challenges there. It's a fun exercise.
Fun exercise? You're building a city. It's not a hobby.
The peaceful and remote Pacific island, Satoshi, may soon become a city built on cryptocurrency. People buying real estate on the island do not get traditional land deeds, but digital non-fungible tokens.
Why is that better? I need someone to explain to me why is this better.
City residents live in oblong, modular homes by the sea.
Why is that better than a normal home?
Crypto is present in every aspect of people's lives.
Why is that good? How is this beneficial? That's the question. I know you want to do something with your cryptocurrency.
One can pay for coffee or rent using digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
Cryptocurrency startups are encouraged to buy land to create a commercial center for the digital economy. It could serve as...
I feel like such an idiot watching one of those videos. Just a robot talking to me. Yeah, okay, robot, keep going.
It's a real-world case study for what a future community governed entirely online by the blockchain might look like.
That sentence. I mean, can we have a little run back? Can we hear this again?
Case study for what a future community governed entirely online by the blockchain might look like.
The community is governed by the blockchain? You gotta sometimes say the sentence and be like, this sounds like something from like an 80s movie about the future when the future is bad. When you're saying a community governed by the blockchain. Even if you were to not know it ever what a blockchain is. How do you get governed by the blockchain? What if your neighbor stabs you? What's the blockchain gonna do? What if someone's like building a tree into your house? What if someone steals? These things seem pretty easy to take apart. What if someone just picks it up and throws your home away? What's the blockchain gonna do about it? Is there a hospital? Is the governing blockchain gonna make a hospital?
The Vanuatu Financial Services Commission warned the public last year that the operation could be a scam.
Uh-oh. So here we get to the famous slide from Amaya the researcher page where it says, but... So this is what happened. This guy right here, Dennis Toriak, the project manager announced that they had acquired the private island. We acquired a private island in Vanuatu with about 800 acres and subdivided that island into 2,100 blocks of land, and each land is represented by an NFT with certain traits that represent exactly the block of land in that exact position. Does that mean that the NFT, that the picture just looks like the block of land? But the indigenous landowners who have custody of the land, actually called Lorato, only rented it out. They gave planning permission, but the sale never happened. That is to say, the land can only be leased, not sold. Meaning, if you have the NFTs, you do not actually own the piece of land. That's why you don't get a deed. That's why you don't actually get, because you can't. It was said to be impossible to buy physical property on the land. My understanding is that they're not selling plots, but they're renting out the plots. There's one man who has paid for a lease, so we have an agreement with him, but for him to sell land inside the island, that's not possible. And this is not actually self-governing. You are in Vanuatu, so you'll have to get some sort of living permits for that place. And yeah, eventually the Vanuatu Financial Service Commission got involved. Be advised that this could be a scam, and anyone investing in these NFTs could potentially lose their money. VFSC is informing the public that trading in digital assets, like NFTs, requires a Class D license. The crypto community of Satoshi Island does not hold such license. Hence, its public advertising on the internet is misleading and deceptive. The project was never announced to be cancelled. The website was still active up until 2025, but they kind of switched the plan. So this was the revised plan, not really acknowledging all the other stuff. Well, sort of. Now they're saying, yeah, I mean, it sounds like more just a place you go on a holiday for. So phase 1, they develop an eco resort, and then you can have short stay accommodation at that point. And phase 2, you can get extended stays. They're gonna have co-working spaces by that point, and events, access to resources. What is the is that? Does that mean? Phase 3 does still promote permanent living. And according to Phase 3, you could get Vanuatu citizenship and permanent residency until July 2025, where they finally called it a day. Important notice: suspension of Satoshi Island digital asset utility. Effective immediately, all trading of Satoshi Island digital assets, including NFT deeds, must cease. Please be advised that the license agreement of blah 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 has been suspended due to failure to comply with key items of the land lease. Specifically, there has been no material development on the island over the past 3 years. So they keep putting up these plans. They haven't built anything. The project had failed to demonstrate ongoing funding sufficient to maintain the property in a safe and habitable condition. No economic contributions, employment opportunities, or community engagement initiatives have been made in support of the custom landowners or the local Santo community. As a result of these breaches, the NFT deeds are no longer valid or recognized. And we're currently exploring a voluntary buyback initiative and welcome expressions of interest from community members. It's a scam! The whole thing seems to never have been real. And now the website is down, as you saw earlier, because we had to use the Wayback Machine. The end. That's so sad. Really wanted to buy that NFT. I was just too late. I was just too late to the game. I was this close into buying one. If the presentation kept going and it said, oh, now it's cool. I thought it might end that way, but sadly, it did not. Also wanted to say thank you guys. I had a bunch of people send me screenshots of either this channel or Pinely being on like their YouTube Wrapped. Boop, boop, boop. Here's a bunch of screenshots. It means a lot that you guys are watching all this stuff. I'm really, really enjoying like this channel this past year. I think we've had a lot of fun with it. And now I wanted to ask you for some audience participation. If you remember, we have this email from Maya the Researcher, the mayatipline at gmail.com. We're trying to see what sort of weird Spotify Wrapped-esque things have you gotten this year. And I'm excluding like all the music platforms from this because that's not interesting. In the past, we've had like grocery stores, you know, Duolingo. We're looking for the stuff that's like a bit more interesting. So if you got this on any of the apps you used or like in an email or like something like that, if you could just take a bunch of screenshots of it and then send it over to this email right here while hiding whatever personal information this has, because I want to show this in the video, that would be super, super helpful. Like and subscribe to make me become blonde again. I've been thinking of going blonde again. It's been a while.